Hello, Degens. Welcome to Degenerate Bets NFL Week 18, part the dose. That's right, we're bilingual here sometimes. I, of course, am Profecto Uno Ajota. Next to me is my co-hosto, Noel Engelbretson. Noel,
Yeah,
how the hell are you
I
doing
don't know.
today?
I don't know if that's a correct Spanish
Noah, I have been
term.
taking. I took Spanish from seventh grade in middle school through junior year of
I, I,
college.
I'm just saying. I don't know. Co-hosto is an actual thing, but we'll
Well,
we'll
if we
ride
have
with
any
it.
viewers, please comment below
Eh?
the proper termination.
hey, hey, we'll ride with it. We'll ride with it for now. Somebody
So
please
how you doing,
please
bro?
correct AJ on the Spanish word for co-host. If you are in the comments anywhere. I'm doing great. I'm ready to get
Good,
into
dude.
this second half of this NFL slate.
Bro, and this slate, this afternoon slate means so much. Like there is a lot of
Every one of
hey,
these
there's
games
a lot
have
of we get them, you know,
there's a
you
lot
get
of
them on the lake
implications,
in the middle of on the boat and they can't go anywhere and there's and the implications
and they won't say no because of the implications.
they won't say no because of the
A lot of the
implications.
a
But
lot of
wait,
these
no, these
NFL
girls
team.
like they're not, these girls aren't stranded or anything. No, just the
No, no, not
implications.
not girls. A lot of these NFL teams are they're in these positions and they won't say no because of the implications.
Well, let's talk
A lot
about
of
the
playoff
first
a
game
lot
that
a lot of playoff
has a lot of
implications going on
implications.
this slate, and we will cover all of those.
And you ready to do it, dude?
Oh, I'm 100% ready.
San Francisco 49ers at Los Angeles Rams. Rams 4.5 point favorite. Total 44 and a half. Noah.
This is a
I'm going to say this now, and I'm going to say it one time, and I'm only going to say it one time, and I'm never saying it again.
trap game.
Okay?
Oh, sorry. What?
No, not even
What
trap
are
game.
you
I agree
saying?
with you with that.
Are you taking the Rams?
49ers are not the worst team in the NFC
You're
West.
are you finally
Shut up.
taking the
I said it. I'm
49ers?
not saying it again. I said it.
Are
Not saying
you
it
are
again.
you fine?
Not
Are
saying it
you
again.
finally taking the 49? I mean, God, you've been resisting this for so long, and
I don't know what you're talking about.
they've been
I
making you look
just
like an
said what I
idiot
said. That makes
week after
nothing
week.
about what I'm going to bet.
Week after week, they've been making you look like an idiot. But you know,
Fuck off. So, four
are
and a
you
half
finally
points.
taking them?
As far as I know, everyone on the Rams is starting, everyone on the Niners is starting because the Rams are playing for home field advantage when it comes to this because the Cardinals and Rams need both of them to lose and one of them to win. But if both of them lose, I believe the tiebreaker would go to the Rams.
No, Cardinals.
It would go to the Cardinals.
Oh no, no. Well, if they both lose, the Rams have a better record, so they
That's
win
what
the
I was
division
saying.
still.
Yeah, they still
But
win the division. But if the Cardinals,
if the Rams lose and the Cardinals win, the Cardinals take the division because Cardinals have the tiebreaker over the
yeah,
Rams. So
that's true. So, Noah, I'm going to do this, and I'm doing it literally. This is a homer pick without being a homer, but it's a homer pick. I'm taking the 49ers money line, and I am just going to go ahead and place that bet, and then I'm going to wave goodbye to my money, give it a good send off, and let it know that I knew it had good purposes, but I understand that it did its best. And I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed
49ers have won 5 straight against the Rams.
that they have.
Sean McVay is 2-7 against the Rams since he took over as or 2-7 against the Niners since he took over as the Rams head coach. For some reason, the Rams' kryptonite has been the 49ers, well, and the Packers in the playoffs. The Packers have bounced them 2 years in a row now. Hopefully, going to be 3 years in a row. This is a tough one for me. I don't like the 4.5 points.
Now, before you make your pick, I do want to let you know 63% of the bets are on the 49ers. However, 82% of the money is on the Rams. And that's on the spread.
Yeah. I know what I'm doing, and I'm taking San Francisco to cover the 4.5.
Fuck yeah, no, let's go.
I do think the Rams win this one. I think it's really close.
No.
I think it's really close.
Stop that. They don't win. We don't want that.
Speaking of NFC, should we just stay in the NFC West?
Yeah, I'm ready. Are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready. The question is, are you ready to discuss this one?
Oh, let me just get one more sip. The Arizona Cardinals are playing the Seattle Seahawks at home and are a 6-point favorite. Noah, not to mention the fact that the man, the myth, the legend, J.J. Watt will be returning this week. He has been designated off IR to the active roster. Bro.
Doesn't matter.
First of all, give me over on J.J. Watt sacks. Second of all.
But over like a half? Probably not going to happen, but.
Second of all, you go ahead and you give me the Cardinals -6, and then I'm going to take that 6. I'm going to take them in an alternate line, Noah, because I enjoy your thought process. Taking the Cardinals -12.5 at plus money because the Seahawks ain't shit. Russell Wilson is going to the fucking Steelers or the fucking Saints or literally anywhere. He ain't staying in there. He's done of getting hit, bro. He's done.
Or the
He's
Packers.
checked out.
Or he comes home to Wisconsin, comes to the Packers.
I mean, that's a conversation for later. There's a lot that's got to happen.
Oh, I just have to throw that in. If Rodgers is gone, this is a scenario that not a lot of people are talking about. If the Packers trade away Rodgers and get a bunch of good draft picks for him, flip those, get Russell Wilson for a cheaper price. Oh my God, the Packers could still be a huge dynasty if they. I mean, it would suck to lose Rodgers. I hope he stays. But if he's going, and the Packers decide to go after Russell Wilson,
enough of this.
He went to school in Wisconsin. What would stop him from coming to Wisconsin?
The Packers are going to kick ass for the next 10 years. I don't want to fucking hear it, Noah. All I want to talk about is the Cardinals kicking the Seahawks' ass because the Seahawks ain't shit. And what's your pick? Because what? Are you really going to go against me on this one? You're not going to take the Cardinals -6? I feel like this is the easiest pick of the fucking week. The fact that it's not at 15.5 is mind-blowing to me.
I am going to go against you. I like the Seahawks to cover.
No, of course you do. Of course you do. Of course you do.
I like it.
Why? Why do you make bad picks like this?
I like the Cardinals to win. I like them to win, but I don't like them to cover that big of a spread. They're a not super dominant, great team. They're not going to cover that much. I mean, the Seahawks have a lot to fight for despite being like out of the playoff hunt. But they keep in mind the Seahawks, like the Bears, do not have their own number 1 pick, so they don't care about where they're picking in the draft because they don't have their first round pick. They don't have it. The Jets have it.
Why the fuck are you betting on the Seahawks?
Because they don't have their own first round pick, so they're going to be fighting. They have nothing to lose here. This is a back against it's a back against the wall type of situation. I think the Cardinals will win, but I think the Seahawks will cover the 6.
This is the kind of co-host I have. I have been very supportive of the Packers, Aaron Rodgers, and everything this whole
Well, you
season,
should be because the
especially as a
Packers are
Bears fan.
because
And then Noah
because
comes in
because
here
because
and
the
just
Packers are 12-4
disrespects
against the
my
spread.
team that's obviously going to win this game by 2 fucking touchdowns. Wow.
They're not. They're just not. That's the simple
God.
truth. And also, like, you're like, oh, I've supported the
You're not-
Packers. It's like,
You
yeah,
haven't
you're
been
welcome
watching
for.
football then. You haven't been watching
You're
football
welcome.
then, bro. Have you been watching these two teams? No, you haven't been because
I've
if
been
you
watching more
have been
football
watching
than
it,
you
then it
have.
would be a two.
Been watching more than you have.
Bullshit. That is bullshit. And you and I both know that's bullshit.
No, the Packers are 12-4 against the spread, so you can't even use that as an excuse. They've been a great ATS team. They've been great to bet on.
I've been a supportive friend. And here you are. Anyway,
Just
talk about
take
a
your
game
L. Take
we
your L and let's
possibly
move on.
We possibly can't disagree on, but I'm going to find a way to disagree on it. New York Jets at the Buffalo Bills. Bills are a 16-point favorite at home. 40.5 is the total. What are you picking?
Spread's too big. Spread's too big. Taking the Jets.
Really?
Spread's too big. Just
Are the Bills playing for anything? Any positioning or anything?
so they're in the afternoon slate, right?
Yep.
The Titans are in the morning slate.
Yep.
If the Titans win, then I mean they're still playing for their division because if they lose and the Patriots win, they lose that division. They lose a home game. But Zach Wilson was out the first time these two teams played. I am not by any means endorsing taking the Jets money line because I think that would be foolish and a waste of money. But you're giving me 16, 17-point spread. Again, way too big for an NFL spread. College makes sense. NFL, way too big. Just way fucking too big for an NFL spread. You give me a team at 16, 17 points on an NFL spread every single time I'm taking the dog to cover. There's just no question about it. So I'm on the Jets.
Finally on the
I'm on the
fucking page.
I'm on the Jets to cover 16.5.
Yep. Jets to cover. Easiest pick of the week. Nothing really else to say about that. I'm sorry, my computer freaked out on me and now I gotta find the games we haven't covered yet.
Saints at Falcons.
1, 2, or 3. Pick a number. You want to cover Saints and Falcons? There we go.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Minus the 3.5. Total 40. I mean, both these teams suck.
I think the Saints are going to take that last playoff spot.
I do too.
I think the
really
Rams
do.
are going to beat. I think the Rams are going to beat the Niners. Although I did pick the Niners to cover the spread, which at 4.5, it's fine. I do still think the Niners are going to lose a close one. I think the Saints beat Atlanta, which, funny enough, if the Saints beat Atlanta, they're boasting. If the Saints beat Atlanta and the Packers beat the Lions, the Saints are tied for the best division record in the NFL this year at 5-1, with one loss to Carolina. Oh no, never mind. I take that back. They lost to Carolina and they lost to Atlanta earlier, so they can't do that. But the Saints somehow beat the Bucs twice. You know, they're doing whatever. I do think the Saints beat Atlanta. If San Francisco loses, Saints squeak into the playoffs, which would be perfect. I hope they play the Buccaneers in the first round because they are the kryptonite of the Buccaneers. And it would be funny as hell to see the Saints beat them. And
stop them.
it'll be super fucking funny to see the Saints advance to the second round of the playoffs and have to play at the Rams or at the Packers, whatever it is. I would love a rematch against the Saints as a Packers fan. Getting them in the second round would be perfect. But aside from what I wish, I do think the Saints will beat the Falcons. 3.5 point spread. I think this is going to be a very low scoring game, a very close game. Because these are two like kind of shitty teams playing each other. But I'm going to take the Saints. And I'm going to say the Niners lose. I'm going to say the Saints take that last playoff spot, that number 7 seed. And we'll see what happens from there. Probably playing at the Rams or something like that, but whatever. They make the Saints team. The Saints team still makes the playoffs. And the Niners are going to miss. Like you said, AJ, the Niners are going to miss. They're going to be 9-8, but they're going to miss the playoffs.
Are they really?
Well, if they lose, they're 9-8. I mean, they're 9-7 right now. So if they lose, they're 9-8. But I think they're going to miss the playoffs at 9-8, based on tiebreakers.
I'd agree with you. I mean, yeah, Saints 3.5. All good there. What else do we got? We have one more really exciting game.
We got three more games. One is very exciting. 2 are minorly important.
Which one's exciting?
We'll cover that
at the end.
We'll cover that one last because it is last,
So then let's talk about Carolina visiting Tampa Bay. Tampa being an 8-point favorite, 41.5 point spread. Bruh.
There's a little bit of drama in Tinseltown here.
Is there? What problems could be in Tampa Bay?
Oh, AJ, do you want me to dive into it?
Well, what are you referring to? Because there's the porn star that licks toilets for a living that fucked AV before a game. And then
that was apparently in the team hotel the day before and tested positive for COVID. Yes, that's another thing that we might have a COVID. We might have a COVID outbreak among the Buccaneers coming here soon. Keep posted on that.
Or
but
are
obviously,
you talking about
there's so much. There's
forcing players to play, being injured, or are you talking about AB leaving in the middle of a game while Tom Brady was in huddle? Or are you talking about the fact that NFL Films won't release any of the tapes from that game, so we don't really know what's going on? Or are
there's
you
a lot.
About...
there is a lot, and I am the first to jump on the wagon to drag the Buccaneers, and I'm glad that you're finally on the same page as I am. There's some sketchy shit going on with the Bucs organization that I don't know if there's truth to it, but if there's any truth to what AB is saying, and it seems like there might be in regards to Bruce Arians forcing players to play on injuries, which he may have had, there's a chance he may have been doing this for years. And Tom Brady joining with BA to try to cover this shit up. Because as we all know, Tom Brady wants to win more than anything. It doesn't surprise me that Tom Brady would try to would be unopposed to forcing a player to play on an injury to win. It seems like the type of shit TB would do. Um, I just I don't want to dive too deep on it because I don't know all of the details yet. We will cover this as more emerges, but seems like it's not so tropical in paradise there in Tampa Bay anymore. It's a little trouble in paradise is what I would say right now. And
Noah,
the fact that they are still like the fourth like the third or fourth favorite to win the Super Bowl is ridiculous to me
yep.
because there are so many distractions going on. Their defense seems like they can't play for shit lately. Their offense has lost almost all of its weapons. I think Tampa Bay gets bounced in the first or second round of the playoffs this year. And second round is not even that's not even a crazy take. The big take here is I think they get bounced in the first round. I think they get bounced in the first round at home.
Wow.
By either Philadelphia or New Orleans.
That is a lot to unpack right there.
But that's my crazy take. I think the Bucks get I mean, and obviously we're doing takes for this week. They're gonna beat Carolina. I don't think we need to cover anything else on that game. They're gonna beat Carolina. I don't know by how much, but I do think this is a team that's gonna get bounced in the first or second round of the playoffs. And Brady will not win another Super Bowl in his career, and that is
wow.
he has won his last because I think this year was his greatest chance, and he has lost all his weapons, and I do not think he will win another Super Bowl in his career. I don't think he'll make it to another
Super Bowl by chance.
I do. I don't think he'll make
22.
it. I don't think he'll make it to another Super Bowl in his career. I think he's. I don't know how many more years he's going to play, but I think he's not even going to appear in another Super Bowl. This was it. Last year was his last dance. He had the most stacked team you could imagine, and they won. Good for them. He's done. Brady's done. He'll be a playoff, and he will keep going until he's 46, 47, and he will keep making playoffs, but he will not make it to another Super Bowl. He will not win another Super Bowl.
Oh my god, I lost Noah. What? Oh my god, you're back.
I lost you for a second. That take was so hot. That take was so hot that it melted the computer.
The fuck?
That take was so hot that it melted the computers. I don't know, but
like wow,
that is.
I'm still in shock with that.
That is my stance.
If you could please text me 22. Can you text me 22?
22.
Noah. Yes, 22.
I don't think he even makes another. I don't think he even makes another Super Bowl.
I know, like, wow.
He's done. This is the end of Tom Brady. Not the end, because, like I said, they will continue to make playoffs with him with how stacked that roster is, but they're not going anywhere.
Like, I can't even argue back because I'm still processing what you just said and like the possibility and everything like that. Like, what? Oh.
Tom Brady's done.
Anyway,
Tom Brady's done.
Tampa Bay -8.
Yeah, I'm taking Tampa Bay -8 just because I have been very outspoken with how much I fucking hate Carolina this year. You know, if you're a viewer, a listener of the show, you know how much I fucking hate Carolina this year. That's so I am taking Tampa Bay -8 on this game. But like I said, Tom Brady not even going to make it to another Super Bowl the rest of his career. especially the dominance the NFC has shown this year, and I expect to continue the next 2-3 years at least until Tom Brady's retirement. The NFC will be the better conference. They're going to be the more
All
competitive
right,
conference, and Tom Brady's not
let's
going to
talk
make it
about
out of the
Super Bowls.
NFC.
Let's talk about Super Bowls. No, you want to talk about fucking Super Bowls? Let's talk about Super Bowls. The fuck you think Bill Belichick's gonna do for the next 10 years?
Win another Super Bowl.
Wow.
I don't know how many. I mean, dude's getting old. I don't. It just depends on how long he's going to coach.
He's
I
got
mean,
another 10 years in him, he said.
he's 69 right now. Yeah, if he coaches till 79, he'll win another 2 or 3. He's that good.
Well, let's
He's
go
that
into
good.
that. New England
If
Patriots, 6.5-point favorite.
if he coaches
40
another 10,
points is the
I
total.
don't know.
Mac Jones, definitely the quarterback to set him up to be that type of a coach that just keeps going back to the Super Bowl and everything. I mean, we're talking about the Patriots
I don't.
last
I
year
don't.
with a losing record, and now
I don't know that Mac
what?
Jones
You're not
is
on
the
the Mac
answer.
Jones train? What the fuck are you talking about, bro?
I'm on the fence. I don't know that he's the answer. I mean, he's good, but I don't know if he's the guy. I mean, obviously, all of the defensive signings in the offseason are doing huge favors.
Yeah, no,
Bill
definitely.
Belichick's well, and Mac Jones can be the next Tom Brady, where he can be a slightly above average quarterback and take care of the ball and win championships.
That's all he needs to
And
do.
ride his defense all the way there. And Mac Jones can be that guy. He his completion percentage, all that. He's doing very well with all these check down and screen passes, which is what Brady was very good at. And
Yeah.
if Belichick keeps the right system there and has the right defense around him, yeah, Mac Jones can win championships by the whole quarterback mantra in New England is do enough but don't do too much,
True.
And Mac
So
and
who are
Mac
you
Jones
taking
is
in this game?
Mac Jones is the perfect guy for that. This one's a tough one actually for me, given where the spread is at. I think New England wins. I think Miami's going to give them a hard fucking time just because Miami, after starting 1-7, kind of fucked themselves out of a good draft pick. So now they're coming for a little vengeance. But I think the Patriots still win this. I think they still cover because Belichick's a fucking hard ass and he's not unprepared for very many games. So
No. No, he's not. I'm taking the 6.5 on the Patriots. That's too easy for me. Noah, let's move to our Sunday night football game.
The most important game of the week.
This game literally all rides on whatever the Colts do.
Yes, and potentially the Baltimore and Pittsburgh game.
True.
Because
Potentially.
if you follow sports, if the Colts lose and the Chargers and Raiders then decide to tie, they would both make it in. What you're not hearing is if the Colts lose and the Steelers lose to the Ravens, the Raiders would still make it in with a loss. So the Raiders do have a scenario where they can lose to the Chargers and still get in.
Yep.
Because of tiebreakers and all that. It'll be very interesting because both of these teams will know their exact situation come game time.
Into this game.
The Raiders announced today that they will not play for a tie. They are going for the win. Which doesn't really mean shit because if the Colts lose, that opens up the tie opportunity. But if the Steelers also lose to the Ravens, then they make it in with a tie. So it's like there's there's like a 60% chance. Like if the Colts lose, there's like a 60-70% chance that they could make it in with a loss anyways. So, whatever. I respect the Raiders for saying that, but that there's still a scenario they make it in with a loss. AJ, I think this game's going to be a lot tighter than most people think. I'm seeing a lot of people saying there's no way the Chargers lose this game. This is the Chargers game. They're going to win it. They're going to win it. They're going to win it. Have we forgotten
Chargers
they
have been
are the
so fucking sketch
they
this year, dude.
have we forgot that they are the Chargers?
Yeah.
This team doesn't know how to win.
We both agree Justin Herbert is a great quarterback.
Oh, fantastic. Eckler.
But it's a
fantastic.
bad team.
Their defense scares me, though. Their defense scares me.
Yeah.
And
it should.
And do you know who's lighting the torch at the Raiders Stadium before kickoff?
The Madden family.
The Madden family. I don't know a better way to add fucking motivation to your team. That's perfect. It is a story book finish for the Raiders, the team that has had the most drama surrounding them out of any team in the NFL this season. They have been up and down through the ringer the entire season. 3 weeks ago, they had like a less than 5% chance at making the playoffs. What have they done? What have they done? In the words of Al Davis, just win, baby. Just win, baby. It feels like destiny, and I love the Chargers. I've been rooting for them all season long. I do want them to make the playoffs, but holy shit, AJ, I am on Raiders money line on this game. It just the stars are aligning. Just win, baby. The Madden family, just the Al Davis torch, just fucking everything. It feels like the Raiders need to win this game, and they'll probably get bounced in the first round of the playoffs. But I like the Raiders in this one. I like the Raiders.
Thank you. Now, if I may give my thoughts on this game. The John Madden loss. I mean, I don't know about you, but I will never forget where I was. I was sitting at a bar, and I got chills the moment it ran across the ESPN scroller.
He was a part of three different generations in three different ways.
How I got into football. That is me watching with my grandparents, Sunday Night Football, listening to John Madden, me playing Madden football my entire life.
Me kicking your ass in Madden football.
Fuck up. I've gotten a lot better. But then you want to even, like New Year's Eve, I spent the time with my girlfriend and her roommate, and I said, I got to pour one out. I got to pour two out, excuse me. We did one toast to Betty White.
Rest in peace, Betty White.
R.I.P.
And yes, we will shout out Betty White a second time on this show because she's she's darling.
Yeah, Betty White was literally the fucking best. She didn't give a shit about fuck. Like, she was
a shit about fuck.
Yeah, she didn't give a shit about fuck. But anyway, all of that being said, I'm with you, bro. This is why football,
Destiny
as
game.
Aaron Rodgers put it last year, how can you not be romantic about football? And this is one of those scenarios. I'll take Raiders money line. Thank you very much. R.I.P. John Madden. We really appreciate what you did for the football world.
Yeah, as Aaron Rodgers said this week.
Oh, wow.
The grass is always, not to bring him up again, but he said the grass is always greener where you water it the most. So God, dude, it's just the stars. It feels like the stars are aligning for the Raiders to make the playoffs this
really
year.
does. It really
You got the
does this year.
Madden family lighting the Al Davis torch.
Come on. I mean, come on. Come on.
Um,
Like,
the Raiders lost to the Chargers earlier this year. Derek Carr took some scrutiny from that, and he shielded it off well. I think Derek Carr has a very career game. I think Herbert's going to do really well too. This will be the tale of two quarterbacks. It's going to be them duking it out. Herbert, obviously, way better weapons than Carr has, but I think Carr will stick right there with him.
yeah.
I think this game
This
comes down.
is.
This game comes down to a field goal, AJ. I think it comes down to a
Oh,
either made
absolutely.
or missed, either a made
The
or
line
missed
is
field
perfect.
goal by one of them. 3 points, perfect. But I like Derek Carr to just have a career day to propel the Raiders into the playoffs here.
The
And
Raiders,
it,
the Raiders
pain,
have
it
been through
pains me.
so much this season. They have been through
It,
so much this season, and it
yes,
continues, and it won't stop. They have been a fighting team. They still have a winning record. They are going to fucking win this game outright. And John
there's
Madden is getting the game ball.
a lot of fight in that dog. Like I said, it feels like a destiny game. And
Can we also
under
talk
under
about how poetic it is that it's the Sunday night game?
I was just gonna say
Like,
under
come on,
different
bro.
under different circumstances, I would be cheering for the Chargers. I love Justin Herbert. I love a lot of what the Chargers have going on. But
But a Sunday night Raiders game? Come on, dude.
I have hardly ever cheered for the Raiders, but this is one that I really want the Raiders just to win.
Oh, so
And
bad.
they will win. They're gonna win it in honor of John Madden. This is gonna be in honor of John Madden. And then they're gonna get bounced out of the first round of the playoffs, which is fine. We'll talk about that next week.
Which is fine. That's a different conversation. But this is
But
a
they're
different
they're
game.
gonna make it.
This
But they're
one
gonna
is
make it.
for
They're gonna make
Madden.
it.
The Raiders are gonna win this for
The
John Madden.
Raiders.
Obviously, if you can't tell, we love John Madden. Rest in peace. You were really
Well, that was
something else
that's
to the football world.
that's Chris.
And we
That's Chris.
appreciate
That's
you.
Chris Berman.
I know that Chris Mervin is, but
Yeah.
but we're talking about
But
the
yeah,
Raiders
Madden.
a lot and everything,
Yeah.
like Madden, and it's Sunday night. Like, come on, Sunday night football, and it's the Raiders. Let's go.
I'm just saying they're gonna have the powers of the ghost of John Madden as well as the ghost of Al Davis behind them. There's no way the
God.
Raiders are lose. There's no way they lose this game
No
at home.
chance.
There's
No chance.
no
they lose.
fucking way they lose this game at home. And they're coming in at the underdog. From a betting perspective, this might be the most free money of the week. Is just
Yep.
because you get 3 point spread. I mean, fucking, I'm taking them at plus 140 or whatever the hell they're at. Just give me the Raiders.
So
Give me the Raiders.
I'm gonna start something new that I will carry into next football season. This is my John Madden play of the week. I'm taking Raiders money line.
If you're doing that, you have to choose the Raiders every week.
No. But I'm gonna.
But you can never choose
know.
the Cowboys because John Madden hated the Cowboys, so you can't ever choose the Cowboys if you're doing
I am
John
very
Madden
aware
play of the
my
week.
rules. I'm very aware of my rules. I know I can't pick. That's why I will never have a John Madden pick. Be the Cowboys. But
And you have to
I
take the
will have a
Raiders
pick
every
a
week. You have to take the Raiders
No.
every week.
Okay, so Noah, this pick is a in memoriam pick. And
Okay,
it's
well,
a,
you need
so
to
I'm not
establish
gonna
the
fucking
rules
take
for
the
this.
Raiders every week.
Well, you need to establish the
is-
rules because
so,
I feel
You know
like
how
John Madden
people-
would
so you
take
know how people
the
have
Raiders
mortal
every week.
locks? Like year of the pick, like pick of the year and shit like that.
Well, yeah, you got your shirts that went like 500 or whatever.
Over 500 now. Thank you for asking.
Start one game over
and
500.
about to be 3 points over 500 once Georgia -3 hits. I mean, come on, you're fucking kidding
Are
me.
you putting that on a shirt? Are you putting that on a shirt? You love it that much?
Give me 1 sec.
Okay.
Right here, right? Motherfucker. Oh, son of a bitch.
It's gonna suck when Bama wins and your shirt picks go back under 500.
The fuck does this look like, bitch? That is Georgia -3. Georgia is really a long name to write out in fucking
It's 6 letters.
stencils I use. So,
It's
but
6
yeah,
letters.
that's
It's not that
Georgia.
big of a deal.
Yeah, but
So
I'm a fucking small guy.
you're trying to tip back under 500 with your picks. Then that's what I take.
Noah. First of all,
I'm just
how
saying.
dare you disrespect the shirt like that? How fucking dare you? Second of all, this was the best I could do. I tried. Okay? Georgia -3. That's the shirt. It's going to go
Yeah.
right behind me. Actually,
Well, it
on
should have been-
Tuesday.
It should have been Bama money line. That would have been the better shirt to take, but it's okay. We all make mistakes.
Well, I'm not a fucking square and didn't take the obvious bet because it's obviously Georgia minus the fucking 3. Anyway, we will cover that game when it gets played. We'll cover a lot of games when they get played next week. Noah, are we committing to a Cowboys live stream?
I don't know about that one, AJ. What about a one up you when we do a little Chargers Raiders live stream during the game?
I'm down.
The
No,
game
yeah,
that
let's
means
do-
the
let's
game
do
that
Char-
the
that's a
game that
better
means
idea.
the game that means the most this week.
Means the most.
I think-
yeah, no, I'm more
I
than happy
think-
to do Chargers.
I think if
Raiders.
we-
That's a way better idea.
And I don't know if obviously AJ and I will talk about this, whether we do a quarter, a half, the whole game.
Hey,
I don't know,
wait,
probably
what did
depends
John
on-
Madden die of?
Probably depends on how many people are viewing, but
Wait, do we know what John Madden died of?
old and large.
It was just old age.
Old and large man,
All right, well,
I think.
How about
I don't
this?
know. I mean,
How about this?
I don't want to
Here we go.
sound too insensitive, but I think he was just older and
no,
And-
it was old
and
age.
big.
He was an old man. He was larger. Like, it makes a lot of sense. I'm not
Yeah.
going to look it up. But here's what we'll do. We will live stream the Chargers and Raiders game and we will set up a donations thing and it will go to whatever Raiders nonprofit they support. How about that?
that sounds perfect. I'm thinking we set up. If you're a viewer, we love you. Thinking something similar to like the Manning Cast type of thing. AJ and I will
Yeah,
be
absolutely.
set up watching the game, but also commentating live on it.
And then I
at the
can
same
bring
time.
people in. So if we just have bros that are just chilling with a webcam, I can bring someone else in, bro.
Do
can
we
do a
want
full-on
guests on it?
Manicast. Why not, bro? We can fucking talk to a couple people.
We may or may
And
not
we
have guests.
love our
but
friends.
we may or may not have guests, but we will be,
It will be discussed at first.
casting.
But it's a
we will-
possibility.
We will be casting the Chargers and Raiders game on Sunday night, regardless.
Yes, and we will be taking donations for whatever charity the Raiders fund or back. Anyway,
I
we will.
would like to. Doesn't all have to be the Raiders. I don't know. We can talk about this, AJ, but I would like to put half of our donations towards Aaron Jones's charity. I think he's currently fourth in the Walter Payton Man of the Year award
Oh,
voting. If you don't know anything about Aaron Jones, I mean,
no, he's doing a lot of good
spectacular,
shit right now.
spectacular person. I just came across a story that back when he was in high school, there was like he pushed like voting for somebody for like prom king or something that was I don't remember all the details, but he's like even dating back to his high school years, middle school years, like dude has been an
All right,
outstanding social
I'm
citizen,
down.
and I would
Fourth,
like to that would be I would say half
fourth
of
in the
that.
donations. How can we do a fourth? Because we're watching the Raiders game. Like, I feel like if we do half, that's kind of
Okay, so say how about we each pick like one thing that goes to, which is a quarter,
I
and
like it.
then we give a quarter to whoever the Chargers Walter Payton Man of the Year is, and a quarter to whoever the Raiders Walter Payton Man of the
Deal,
Year nomination is.
deal. I'm very down. So we give a quarter to the Raiders
Aaron
charity,
Jones
quarter
is,
to the Chargers, quarter to Aaron Jones.
and then whatever you feel like, whether you want
I
to go
like it.
Cardinals or Bears on that, we can stick with Walter Payton Man of the Year charities or
I'm gonna give it to JJ Watt. Like, you can't not give it to
perfect.
JJ.
So yes,
So
while we're
okay,
live
that's
streaming it,
perfect.
while we're live streaming that, and I know that was a
If you
complete
feel inclined,
mess
we would appreciate it.
of whatever, but any money that gets donated during that stream, we will be donating to charities.
Yes, we don't get paid, and we don't give a shit if we don't get paid, because we wouldn't be doing this 3 times a week if we gave a shit if we get paid. No, fuck yeah, dude. Let's do something good in this world. Let's make this a thing. I'm gonna cut this. We'll post it on social media, and we're gonna fuck it up, dude. We're gonna do some good shit in this world. I'm excited.
Hopefully in a way that doesn't make me sound like an idiot with my babbling self there. But whatever.
Well, no, we're
Even
both
if I
gonna
do
be
look like an
laced
idiot,
up, so I'm not even worried.
even if I do look like an idiot, I was an idiot for a good cause. So whatever.
Exactly, and that's what we're here for. Anyway, we will see you Sunday for the Raiders versus the Chargers, our live stream. Donation for charity, the Walter Payton Pan of the Year. It'll be a very long clickbait episode, but we can't wait for it. And we'll see you next time on that.